friends, welcome back to Creature Crossing. Thank you so much for coming back to check out the latest video. Get excited, you guys, today is a big day. We are going to start flattening this island, and I am going to reveal to you the new spring island theme, as well as some specific plans that I have for the island. So without further ado, let's flatten. Okay friends, it is time to tear this island down. Now I went ahead and I jumped into spring in the game. It just feels right to bring some sunshine and some fresh green colors into this whole situation. And I'm just gonna start by taking everything down. I actually think my pockets are pretty full, yeah, so let's grab my storage shed, slap this down. We're just gonna start to put some stuff away. I have quite a few cedar trees in my pockets. We're just gonna go sell those, and it's gonna be fine. I don't think I want any cedar trees for the spring island. I generally like the variety. I like having different trees, different textures, and different colors, but I am thinking for the theme coming, I'm gonna have a couple of variations where I won't need these. And then instead of just throwing stuff away, I like to sell it. I don't need bells, no. I absolutely use treasure islands and I do the max bell thing and cheat my way to success in this game as much as possible, but it seems kind of weird to just chuck something when you can get money for it. So anyways, my process for flattening is pretty straightforward. I grab items first. Feels like the obvious thing to do, right? And then I'm gonna go around and cut down my trees and dig up my shrubs, and then I'll go through and I will start to kick up code. And whoa buddy, for this island I have so much code to kick up because I double path all of my sidewalk. Basically this gray brick code right here is double pathed. Everything that is this code has a dirt path underneath it as well. So don't worry guys, you are not going to watch me kick up path, but I'm just starting the flattening process in this video so that we can talk about the new island, and then I will continue off camera and actually do the bulk of the work myself. So don't stress, it's not going to be a crazy long video, although this might be a little bit longer than my typical video. So we'll see what happens. We're just going to take it as it comes. I am a very structured person and I love a plan and I love a system, but I am learning with this new channel and with making content, I'm trying to be a little bit more flexible just for myself, like for my own sanity. I'm trying to let things happen as they happen and not stress too much about being like crazy organized, everything going according to plan and things like that. So we'll take it as it comes today as far as how much time we spend doing this, how much time I spend talking to you guys about the new island, how much time I spend in the preamble leading up to the reveal, which I absolutely love to draw out and create suspense for. But yeah, today is all about clearing out items, getting stuff out of here so that I can go ahead and clear out other things as well. So without further ado, I think it would be fine to go ahead and let you guys know what the new island theme is going to be. So the rest of our conversation can be about plans of what's to come. So yeah, let me take a quick break here. Let's do a big drum roll. The spring island theme for phase 11 of Creature Crossing is Bunny Day Island. That's right, she's going crazy and she's gonna make a Easter island for spring. I just really love the Bunny Day stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like personally myself in my life. I don't do anything for Easter, I don't celebrate, but I love the Bunny Day collection. I love pastels. I love how bright and springy it is. And I have worked with the Bunny Day items quite a lot in previous builds. I did a really fun fairy tale theme park, which is still currently my dream address, as well as an island tour video on the channel. So definitely check it out. It's one of my favorite islands that I've done. And I use the Bunny Day items in the fairy tale theme park fairly often. I also used a few of them for other spring islands that I've done in the past. So yes, I've used them before, I've done it before, but I really enjoy them and I just love the color scheme. So with this island, this winter island, I gave myself my favorite theme, which is a real core theme. And then for the spring island, I'm gonna give myself my favorite color scheme. So hopefully I will continue to be motivated and excited about the things that I am building. So yes, we are gonna do a Bunny Day theme, but I think I wanna lean into a concept of a Easter egg hunt. I think I may actually create a bit of a game or even just lore with the island around hunting for Easter eggs, so that the actual little eggs that you use to make the Bunny Day DIYs, those will actually be hidden around the island. I want to do that that. And I'm not sure how that concept is going to flesh out as far as design goes. It does absolutely mean there's just going to be little eggs kind of in random pockets and spaces and behind things and on top of things. Like, yeah, absolutely. But as far as what that means for actual builds and stuff, I'm not sure, because I could flesh it out really aggressively. I could try to incorporate signage. I could try to create like a hunting station, like a little build where it's like, you know, here's maybe the starting line, like a starting line and a finishing line, you know, similar to a race or something. I kind of set up the Easter egg hunt as the event and create a little competition space around it. I don't know, but that's kind of the only deeper lore that I have. So typically I have a lot more going into a theme. And then this one, of course, was just suburban neighborhood. So I took it very easy on myself and I just told myself the houses, the villager houses were the focus, which for the Bunny Day Island, the villager houses are not going to be a focus. They have to go somewhere. So I will figure out something cute to do with a villager neighborhood, but it is not the point of the design. The point is going to be bringing the island to life with Bunny Day items and colors. There'll probably be a lot of natural elements and I think a whole lot more terraforming than what has been on this island. I was also taking it easy on myself for this one by not having any terraforming and not really worrying about cliffs and waterfalls and stuff. So I think the Spring Island is just going to be a lot more natural. It's going to focus more on natural resources and areas, but I also want to bring some cool stuff into it. So I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't have a ton of ideas for specific builds and specific areas. So I have the general theme, I have a general color scheme. I think I am gonna lean into pink for like pathing and stuff like that, so it coordinates with the Bunny Day stuff, and it also tickles my fancy for the color pink. Again, giving myself a little boost, giving myself a little bit of help to continue to love the actual design itself. I'm just putting a lot of favorite elements into it. So Bunny Day, pink, Easter egg hunt, and natural areas. So the campsite might end up being a little bit more important than it is on this island, for instance. But other than that, you guys, I don't have a lot of things in my brain, and that makes me very nervous. I used to be able to plan out islands by like almost every detail. I would know what I'm doing with my player account houses, you know, oh, I'm gonna build a restaurant for this one, or I'm gonna build a hotel, or I know for sure that I want, you know, a coffee shop, or I need a ski rental or something like that. I used to be able to plan down to the nitty-gritty details, and my brain just doesn't do that anymore. And I don't know if it's a me thing or if it's an Animal Crossing thing. Like, I've just played too much Animal Crossing, so I can't come up with any new ideas. Like, it's hard to be original, or if I'm just past that point in my own brain, like creatively. That being said, not having a ton of plans, I am thinking about doing the shopping district in a very similar way that I did for this island, especially since this island doesn't get the time that it deserves. Since we were able to only have the shopping district for a short time, I wasn't actually able to flesh it out in any kind of way. I really like figured out the layout and placed the shops, and that was it. I think I'm gonna do something very similar. I'm gonna roll with that concept of having kind of the New Leaf town center shopping district, but I'm gonna put it back here at the back of the island instead of the front. And I'm debating with the idea of building it up onto some cliffs and then having it high enough, prioritizing being able to overlook the ocean back here. There's a couple of things I'm mulling over, and it's whether to build up the shopping district back here up on a couple of cliffs and then keep some open space between the stores and stuff so that there are actually little scenic lookout points up on that high cliff that you just look out back here on the ocean. Or I could build some scenic cliffs. This would get crazy. Build some scenic cliffs behind. So back here, I would actually build a couple layers of cliffs and I would just stuff them with trees and plants and eggs and whatever else makes sense for the theme. And they're just for looking at. They don't serve any purpose. They're just completely natural elements that are just decorated to the teeth. And then I would create a separation, so maybe a river or something like that. And then I would build the shopping district in front of that. So if we bust out the map here, where I'm standing in my house is right back here. This would just be a couple layers of cliff all the way across. I'm thinking all the way across. That might not be a good idea. What could be more fun and a little bit easier is maybe where my house is, build basically an island that has a few layers of cliff and throw some decor and stuff out there, and then just have water, like out here where the pool is now and over here where the campsite is, maybe just have water, and then bring the water down and across like where the houses are at the top layer here. So I would essentially have like 2 ponds on the outsides. The ponds would be connected by a river through the center going across. Yeah, there's a couple of options here. So basically I could leave it open in the back. I could build up the shopping district along the very back edge here, and then just create a scenic lookout space. Or I could build a fun natural feature back here, cut it off from the rest of the island with some water like a river, and then build up cliffs for the shopping district in front of that, so that your scenic lookout, there's actually something back here to look at that's like more than the ocean, if that makes sense. So that's why that's even a thought in my head. Other than that, you guys, I don't have any ideas. Feel free to throw some build ideas that are bunny day related or spring related in the comments. Just know that I might not do them. That's the only rule to it. You guys can always suggest things for me, but you can't be mad if I don't do it. Those are the rules. So yeah, all the basics, all the boxes of the basics are going to be checked. We're going to have a campsite, we're going to have a neighborhood of some kind, we're going to have a shopping district of some kind, and everything's going to be pastel and pink and fun. I'm also going to time it during cherry blossom season, so it's just completely overwhelmingly pink, and that will make me very happy. I'm going to go ahead and fully upgrade my player account houses so they will be fully customizable. I am leaning towards making Zelda's a coffee shop. I am leaning towards making Potter's, well, I haven't quite decided what to do with Potter. A store that I have not done yet is a grocery store. I know that the 2.0 update gave us some options. So we have like shopping carts and shelving and stuff like that to like support a grocery store design. So I might do that because I've never done it before, and because I don't have a strong conviction about what Potter's needs to be otherwise. Because we have a general store, we have a clothing store. Technically we have a coffee shop, but it's inside the museum, which I think is very weird. So we kind of have a bunch of basics. So maybe it's a challenge for me to try to come up with something a little bit more unique. And yeah, you guys, other than that, I don't have a whole lot of information to share. I don't have any ideas, but honestly, my system is usually flatten everything out, get a clean slate, start working on what I know I want. So we'll probably start working on the shopping district and the player houses and stuff. And then as I'm laying out all these things, you know, for Bunny Day and incorporating the white trees with the eggs and maybe hiding some eggs and doing all of that, like ideas will come to me as I work on it, is usually how it happens. So I'm not super stressed. I do wish I had a few more things planned out, but I'm not overly stressed about it. Also, again, I'm practicing flexibility, so I'm trying to keep myself calm and casual about it all. It's gonna be fine. And then it's gonna be fun exploring how many options I have in terms of items. So I do want to say up front, Bunny Day items, of course, but I am not going to use any ruined items. I don't think I want to use any vine items, and I don't think I want to use any mushroom items. So unfortunately, all of those collections blend very well in a fun pastel environment, but because of the other seasonal themes that are coming this year, I don't want to overplay specific item collections, and I'm going to need some of that stuff a little bit later this year. So for the Spring Island, I want to focus primarily on Bunny Day stuff, and since we're going to be in the midst of cherry blossom season, I will allow myself to use some cherry blossom items, and then anything else that feels kind of spring-like or bunny related. So the bunny garden decoration, those little bunnies are going to be everywhere all over the island. Cherry blossoms may like explode, like we may just lean really hard into some cherry blossom items. We'll have to wait and see how all of that pans out. I just have to be careful with it because I always lean into something Japanese when I start messing around with cherry blossom stuff. So I need to be careful. This is not a Zen theme. It's a Bunny Day theme, but we're going to incorporate some of the cherry blossom stuff just due to the trees. I'm gonna start doing cherry blossom stuff, and then I'm gonna be tempted to start using bamboo stuff, and then I'm gonna be tempted to get either very zen or very tropical with it, because bamboo is like the in-between for me. I really like it for a tropical theme and obviously for a zen theme, so I gotta stay away from the bamboo stuff. I gotta resist temptation, but cherry blossoms are gonna take me there. And friends, for the moment, I'm going to reserve the dreamy list for the Spring Island, but I am going to go get a dreamy list of a completely different villagers to fit the Bunny Day theme. I'm not gonna give you guys any insight into what that is or who those villagers will be just yet. So sleep in suspense for the dreamy list for the Spring Island. That will be coming to you shortly. And other than that, my friends, I don't think I have anything else to share. That's what's going on in my head. That's what I'm thinking. I've got a lot of flattening to do. I'm going to be moving all of the villager houses onto the beaches. I'm going to be moving all the stores and other structures somewhere out of the way so that I can flesh out the terraforming and all of that good stuff. So it's going to take me forever to kick up all this code. It's going to take me forever to upgrade my player account houses, and then those will have to be moved somewhere out of the way. So yeah, it's going to be a big deconstruction project right now. And then we'll start working on the new island, putting it together and bringing it to life. And again, I'm feeling my way through the content, so I don't know if we're going to have let's play videos of me working on things or if it's just going to be island progress videos. So let me know in the comments if you guys have a preference. And don't forget the rules. You are always allowed to suggest things, but you can't be mad if I don't do them. But let me know if you guys would prefer let's play videos or would you rather just see it when it's done. It's really hard to know what the masses want because we all love a good before and after, and we all love to see something completed, but some people do appreciate the process. So it's a little hard to know what you guys want or will appreciate most. So give me your votes in the comments. Let me know. Do you guys want let's play videos? Do you guys just want reveal videos? That'll probably help me decide how things go. Okay, so really, that's everything I have to share, I promise. Bunny Day Island coming at ya. The timeline is March 20th through June 20th. June 20th is the first day of summer for the calendar year of 2025. So I have to complete the island inside and out, top to bottom, left to right within that period of time. So get excited. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna have to feel my way through it, but I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy getting the inside scoop on what I'm thinking when I'm designing things and how I make these decisions. And I hope you're enjoying the outcomes. You guys are the best. Take really good care of yourselves. I will catch you in the next video.